Action.
The Three Little Elephants, based on The Three Little Pigs, by Jory, Kaylin, Jocelyn, Brielle, Van, and Kyler. Once upon a time, there were three little elephants who lived with their parents. When the elephants grew old enough, they went out into the world to live on their own. The first little elephant built a small wooden shack. One day, there was a knock at the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's the Big Bad Mouse. Open up at once.
Hello? Is anybody out there?
Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
That's strange. Someone knocked on my door, but whoever it was, they seemed to have gone away. The Big Bad Mouse was frustrated, so he wrote a note, slipped it under the elephant's door. It read, "Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm the Big Bad Mouse. I'll rip up your garden, I'll tear down your house, I'll tug on your tail, I'll pull on your ears. I'm mighty and mean, I'm the worst of your fears." Later that day, the elephant found the note.
A big bad mouse? Oh no, I've never seen a mouse, but it sounds very scary. I imagine that it must be giant, much larger than an elephant. I bet it has big yellow eyes and long sharp teeth. Oh no, help! There's a big bad mouse on the loose. I must run away before it comes back to my house. I must run for my life.
The elephant ran through the wooden shack, tripping over tables and bumping into chairs. The terrified elephant left through the back door and ran all the way to the second elephant's house. The second elephant lived in a brick house. It was larger than the first elephant's wooden shack. It also had a doorbell, which the first elephant rang. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hello? Who's there?
It's me. I'm so scared. There's a mouse on the loose. Can I stay at your house? Please, please.
A mouse? I've never seen a mouse, but it sounds very scary. I imagine that it must be gigantic with a long tail and sharp claws. Come inside quickly and lock the door behind you.
A few minutes passed. The two elephants sat in frightened silence. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. The two elephants looked at each other in their terror. Who could it be?
I'm not answering it.
Don't look at me. I'm not answering it either.
The Big Bad Mouse kept ringing the bell, but no one answered. Finally, he grew frustrated and slipped a note under the door. It read, "Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm the Big Bad Mouse. I'll rip up your garden, I'll tear down your house. I'll tug on your tail, I'll pull on your ears. I'm mighty and mean, I'm the worst of your fears."
Oh no, this is terrifying. Now the Big Bad Mouse has come to my house.
Oh no, what will we do? Where will we go?
There's a gigantic, frightening, fierce mouse on the loose. Run! We must run for our lives.
The two terrified elephants stumbled out of the house, tangling up their legs and tripping over one of another. They left through the back door of the house. They didn't stop running until they arrived at the third elephant's house. The third elephant lived in an enormous mansion, had a long driveway, and a swimming pool. The two elephants rang the doorbell, and Jamie, the butler, answered. As soon as she opened the door, they ran past her, shouting and waving their arms widely.
Oh my! Oh no! It's horrible! It's terrifying!
Help us, do something. Call for help. Call the police. Call the army.
Get a hold of yourself, both of you. Now slow down and tell me what you're so frightened of. Oh, that's strange. Someone knocked on my door. You're wrong one.
What?
Wrong one.
A mouse.
A mouse? Why didn't you say so? I've never seen a mouse, but I imagine a mouse would be humongous, larger than this mansion. I think it might have scales and it might breathe fire.
The three elephants huddled in fear. They remained very still, listening with extreme care. After a few minutes, the doorbell rang.
Don't answer it, Jamie. Why not, Master Elephant? It's a mouse, Jamie. A humongous, terrifying, scaly, fire-breathing mouse. Don't be ridiculous. Mice are tiny, furry creatures that scurry around and eat seeds and berries.
Jamie went and opened the door. The three little elephants were so frightened now that their eyes were popping out and their ears stood straight out from their heads.
Well, what have we here? A little tiny mouse. Would you please deliver this? Would you please deliver this message to the elephants, please? Tell them, squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm the Big Bad Mouse. I'll rip up your garden. I'll tear down your house. I'll tug on your tails. I'll pull on your ears. I'm mighty and mean. I'm the worst of your fears. Elephants, come here. You must face your foe, I must say. He is not especially scary.
The three little elephants walked very nervously toward the door. The first and second elephant were looking over the shoulder of the third elephant. The three frightened elephants stared at the doorway, but no one appeared to be there besides Jamie the butler. So looked to the left, they looked to the right, they looked up, they looked down. There on the doorstep stood a tiny little mouse.
But you're so small.
We've never seen a mouse before.
You're really not very frightening at all.
You're so huge. I didn't know that this is the way you looked. You're very, very frightening. Big elephant.
And with that, the mouse scampered into the woods at last. The elephants had seen that a mouse was very small. They were never frightened of mice again. At last, the mouse had learned that elephants are very large. The mouse never again threatened to rip up the elephant's garden or tear down the elephant's house. Everyone lived happily ever after.
The end!